So we're just on our way to the high seat over there, and we've got a rhodo just there, 130 metres away from us. She's not on the menu tonight, so we're going to let her go, but nice to see. I think she's not quite sure what to make of the dog. Anyway, on we go. There you go. So, small little fallow buck. We'll see how old he is in a minute. Came out as a group of a couple. Ideally would have liked to have gone for a doe, but I think he, well, hopefully you'll see on the footage, he twigged us. The dog got a little bit excited at the base of the high seat. And he was the only one at the time that had presented a really sort of good broadside shot for us. So at risk of all of them clearing off, thought I'd take him. Nice big animal. So yeah, getting back to the chiller. So you're joining us at the end of another fallow hunt. We sat in high seat, looking down into a big valley. Interestingly enough, on our way into the high seat, actually we passed a rhodo. She was only, we got within about sort of 60 yards of her in the end. Initially we're probably only about 130 yards from her, completely unperturbed by us, which was quite amazing really. We're not shooting the roe on this farm. When we first arrived here sort of 4 years ago, there weren't any roe at all. So we've left them and gradually been hammering the fallow, which is slowly starting to see a small return of the roe. Once they start to reach sort of decent and sustainable numbers, then we'll start taking one or two of them, but at the moment they're safe. Sat up in the high seat, could hear the woodland sort of straight behind us, could hear a little bit of commotion and noise going on in the wood behind us, so knew there was something about to emerge. 4 fallow came out in the end, 2 sort of very small bucks and 2 does with them. Gave it a sort of couple of minutes just to check there wasn't anything else about to come out, and that was it. That was all the group was. Was intending to take a doe. It's still March when we were recording this footage. But sadly, I think dog at the base of the high seat stood up. She was lying down, and one of the bucks, you probably again can see it on the footage, sort of caught sight of her and stood there, and giving her the long stare. And I'd always rather take something than leave empty-handed, particularly particularly on this farm where management plan for fallow is pretty much take as much as we possibly can. We are being quite sensitive about the bucks in terms of the big ones we're leaving alone, but also numbers wise we've only taken a handful this year, so pretty well leaving them alone. And dropped that buck with a chest shot. He was the only one presenting a decent chest shot. He was the one that twigged us. So there we go. He dropped pretty much to the shot. Shot with 110 grain copper bullets. Again, damage when we inspected the carcass was minimal, and super performance on all the internal organs. So that's a nice one to head off back to the chiller. Thank you very much for joining us, and hopefully catch you on the next one.